Hello everyone and welcome back to Trade Recap Day 50. There's a lot to go over today basically. So, yeah, really I lost like about 500 today. It was more like a no news Monday, so pretty crappy price action. Basically, what we had going into London Open was price was manipulating all these draws on liquidity, these lows, and yeah, basically these lows here is what we were riding off of to take a trade. And yeah, because there really wasn't anything else. And off like prior to market open, we see price pushing a little lower, but all that does is just finally form this gap here. So, I kind of was thinking we could go higher, and I was right because we tapped into a 30-minute fair value gap, which we could have used this as a reversal. Um, Kind of just gonna get rid of that now. But yeah, basically, we tap into that because I wanted shorts going into market open on here like 250. Then we actually make the move lower, and then it's like we don't really tap into the gap or hit this low right here that I really liked because it was the last low I felt like price could, or it was just a low inside of a gap, which is pretty good. And we sweep out a ton of low resistance lows on the 5 minute, which is not good for us to get more shorts. But basically, the thought process would have been to maybe have a short going here off of the break and retracement and have stops above these highs, maybe just about get stopped out. But ideally, you don't have your stop exactly on here, you have them a little higher than here. So just about not stopped out and then stopped out right here. Basically, I didn't really enter here, I entered a little later and then I got stopped out. So instead of taking two trades, I only took one, lost a little less. But basically, the bias was just wrong because we moved off of this 30-minute gap and sent price higher instead of moving off of some other crap. And these are only 30-minute highs anyways. The only thing we could have taken would have been trading using the 30-minute gap as a retracement point, which would have led to us having stops below here, trading off of a break of structure, retracement into this order block here, and then we would end up sending price. Basically, you would take profit here. We would end up sending price almost up to our take profit, back to almost stopping us out, then hitting our take profit, then just about tapping us out for break even. And maybe if it doesn't hit us for break even, we're up and we're hitting take profit 2 and 3 even. So yeah, basically, not gonna change up too much. Just might look out for these big moves close to market open that literally fail out your bias and then try to trade away from it because low resistance liquidity was lying below this point. High resistance was, I mean, honestly, I don't even know if we really didn't have any low resistance liquidity to the downside to target besides this high resistance liquidity. So maybe longs would have looked a little better, but yeah, following our plan, it is to target hourly confluences, which would have led to us targeting this hourly gap, which unfortunately did not get hit. And if I wanted to take longs, I would have needed price to hit this gap, which I was literally thinking like, okay, I'm not gonna go long until price hits this gap. So I figured, why don't I just short with the idea of price hitting this gap, which just didn't happen. So kind of unfortunate today. Could have played today a little better if I took some sort of long move, but to be real, kind of just a crappy price action day. So that'll probably do it for today, guys. I didn't trade on New York either. It's a pretty decent sized loss today. I'm still up on the month. Hopefully on this week I can be profitable. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Trading Recap Day 41. And yeah.